Hi guys, it's Kate Langford here from Kate Langford Career Consulting. How is everyone going tonight? On a little bit late here, but just jumped off my live webinar call, but just did a little bit of work and thought I would jump in here and say a quick hello and maybe just give a few tips about recruitment agencies tonight and how they can actually help you. So in regards to recruitment companies, and if you are jumping in live, even if you're watching the replay, give us a love heart, a like, or a g'day, and just let me know that you do watch these and you find them worthwhile. So basically, recruitment companies are a great place for a number of reasons. So my background's 15 years in managing recruitment businesses and HR. So I guess I've got lots of tips and tricks on the other side from being in recruitment for so long. But some of the quick tips that I want to give you is if you're in a job that you really just don't like. So mental health in the workplace is critical. If you're going to work and you're feeling really crappy and you're just, frustrated, or you're having run-ins, or, the boss isn't treating you fairly, it's toxic. And I tell you what, write a yes in the comments, even if you're watching a replay. And I bet you there'll be a lot of yeses that go in here, because it's really common for people to be in a workplace they don't like. And there's a reason why you guys are in this group as well, because you're needing that help or wanting to get out of where you are. But basically, recruitment agencies are awesome to bridge the gap. So they're great at permanent recruitment too. If you are looking for, and you're very specific about what you know or what you're wanting to go for, I suppose is what I mean. More importantly, personally, I think they're amazing when it comes to being able to bridge the gap. So you might be in a role that you really can't stand and you need to get out. It's like urgent. It's like time out. Relationship's not great. I'm frustrated. I'm angry. I'm getting down. I'm getting depressed, or whatever's going on. Go and get known with some recruiters in your area. Get known, go in, meet them. Don't just send an email, and don't just send a resume. Walk in and meet them. And if you can't do that, then give them a call. Rather than just being like everyone else and sending out a resume, get some connections with some recruiters and let them know what you're looking for. Let them know your circumstance, but also let them know the notice period, because recruiters really want to know the ins and outs right now, what it is you want, when you can start, and what sort of money you're looking for. So if you're wanting to get out of where you are, work with the recruiters in your area that will be able to help you with getting out and bridging that gap. So don't take your eye off the prize in regards to creating that ideal career, which is what I teach and coach about. But just make sure that you get out of there so you can just, reset. So you're earning some money, you've got the work coming through. Be really honest and transparent and open with the recruiter about what you need, and that it is just a bridging gap. And then, you might even find a company you're really interested in, or you might even find a skill set that you actually really like, that you didn't even realize that you enjoyed. So working with recruiters really help in regards to, bridging that gap, or, needing that urgency to get out. Or even if you're really not sure what you want to do, sometimes recruiting and doing some contracting or temp work is really helpful. So I know there's a few of you watching here, so just say g'day if you're here. Love any comments, or type yes if you're understanding all this stuff that I'm talking about, even if you're watching the replay. Everyone who knows me on this page, or even on my Kate Langford Career Consulting page, as well as this group, know that I'm very honest, and know that I'm really big on mental health in the workplace. It's really critical that you actually look after yourself mentally. There's no point going and, hey, Kel, there's no point working in a company that you're just not feeling great about. There's no point feeling that all the time and putting up with it. Life is too short. Money's important. I get that. And that is why we need to bridge the gap and work with recruitment companies. Make the phone calls. Go in and meet them. Don't just send an email. Don't hide behind a computer. Hey, Lisa, don't do any of those things. Get out there and start making it happen. And you guys know what I'm talking about, and you know that I'm honest. If you sit back and just whinge about things not working out for you, or that you're sick of it, or you're frustrated, and you keep replaying that story in your head, nothing's going to change. You have to break the cycle. You have to make the choice to get out of there and save the mental state. And if that means temping in a small job for a little bit, That's fine. Pay the bills, do whatever it takes, because I promise you, and I can help you work out what you should be doing as a job, what you're passionate about, and then I teach you how to get it along with confidence and everything else. I help with that. So reach out if you're needing some help. But basically, the point of tonight is that recruitment agencies have their place. Work with them to help you get out of where you are, and you might actually find a permanent job in the meantime, because they're also really good at that too. But my advice to people out there is, if you're wanting that short-term get out, they're great. Just make sure you get the relationship. Don't just send an email. Don't just send, hey, how are you? Here's my resume. Stand out from a crowd and actually go in and meet them, and actually create an opportunity for yourself, and contact them every couple of weeks and touch base again, So hopefully that's helpful for you, Kelly. I mean, you just said, love this advice. A bridging career is exactly what I'm looking for. So 100%, this is the quick fix. And a lot of people that are in my Career Accelerator program, so I do a 6-week program where I take you from A to Z on how to work out this career and how to get it. And the guys that were in my webinar tonight doing that with me, we talked a bit about this, because there's a few of them in there that are just like literally going to go throttle their bosses, and it's not good. And then you replay that story, and then it's like frustrating. And then before you know it, you've wasted a year and your energy's changing, and you go down that spiral path. So, hey, Sarah, how are you? So I just really hope that that's helpful, guys, and that it gives you some really quick tips around working with recruiters, because there's some good ones out there. There's some not so good ones too. I'm not going to lie. I was in it for 15 years, but get to know them. Sometimes the smaller ones are better than the big ones because they're more personable, but go in and meet them, create a relationship. Who's watching there? There's a lot of faces watching, but only a couple of people commenting. So make sure you give me some love hearts and some likes, and any comments. Thank you so much, Kel. Kel said that's so helpful. Thank you. And you know what? You might have tapped in here tonight and you just needed this little injection about, you know what? I don't have to put up with this anymore. I don't have to. Yeah, you've got to pay the bills. I get that. I totally get it. All right. Because I was in that situation. Everybody has to pay the bills. But to what sacrifice? To what sacrifice do you keep going to work where relationships suffer and everything else? So, Sarah, you've known me since I started this business. You've ridden that journey, and I just want you to back yourselves and put yourselves first. Money is important, but work and lean on the recruiters. I know that I'm harping on it, but I just know there's people out there struggling and they want to know just how to get out. And I just hope that this helps a little bit today and, in establishing and creating those relationships. If you need to know some good agencies, contact me directly or email me if you want more information about the programs that I offer or any career coaching help. Just ask at katelangford.com.au, and I will pop that in the email in the chat box over here as well. But I do know recruiters on the coast. I know them in Brisbane. I know ones to watch out for and that as well. So if you do want some help, let me know. Is there any questions that you guys have here tonight? Because I'm happy to answer any live Q&As while I'm on. Before I go and have my dinner, my long-awaited dinner. Wednesday nights I always work, so I jump in here and I do my live videos. And if there's any topics that you guys want me to cover next week in my lives, let me know. Some of you know or may not know me, but I'm really big on doing a job that you love and not just what you're good at. So I really tap into you as a person and really work out what makes you tick. Strengths, weaknesses, passions, frustrations, what you're really interested in and what your genius zone is and what you're naturally good at. I really help unlock that to work out then turning that into a career. And then after that, working out, well, how do I find that, Kate? How do I find that job? Because Seek and all of that, they're really the last place to look. And I know that's going to scare a lot of people, but if you want to be one of 400 people, go for it. Seek's your place. But if you don't have the right resume, it's not going to matter. Doesn't matter if you are the most experienced person in the world. It's not really ever going to matter. So, Sarah, it's definitely helpful. Great. Kelly, I was asked a few weeks ago, what am I working so hard for? I plan on doing your course. Do we go through recruiters on the coast in this course? Yeah. The course covers everything. I cover everything from how do we find these jobs outside of Seek, and that includes a whole section on recruitment, how to work with them, networking, a whole LinkedIn training, other strategies that I use to stand out from a crowd. We do career confidence just in 1 week, mindset, all of that stuff. How do you sell yourself on paper? Selection criteria, cover letters, resumes. We talk about selling yourself, follow-ups. What do you say? How do we change industries? How do we sell ourselves changing industries? We talk about that. Interviews, what's the psychology behind how do we answer our weakness? All of that stuff. So if you want information on the program, again, just comment here or reach out to ask@katewangford.com.au. I do like to only have a maximum amount. I think I've got 3 spots left at the moment. So just let me know and we can get you joined in. I think I've got 1 person today that is joining. So there might only be 2 spots left because I only like to have a certain number at one time. And you can come in at any point into that program and you start your 6 weeks from there. But you get a free resume overhaul in it. You get the webinar every Wednesday night. We do for a live Q&A, 7 to 8 p.m., which is awesome. But yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Just a few little tips and tricks there for you. If you have any questions or want me to answer anything on another live, I'll be in again next Wednesday. But yeah, thanks for all liking and sharing and communicating on this page. It's going gangbusters, loving what I'm doing, and I want to teach you to love what you do as well. All right, so have a good night, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.